Hello everyone and a very good evening. We are streaming Crackheads versus Varys, a quarterfinal matchup, and yeah, the teams really can't keep us waiting, so we're gonna be on our way. We'll have Crackheads on the EU side of India with Taz, Zetor, Cyphers, Blasfa, and Kimpa, and for Varys, Simon, Marikovic, K Fuzit, Psyshox, and It's Unbur. I think it's Unbreakable, what this name is supposed to be. Regardless, here's the game. This is the best of 3, as you could see. I'll just switch back to the maps quickly. We have dual side India and Aslan. And we're going to find out how these matches are going to turn out. Let's see, we've got AKs, M16, MP7, PSG. PSG does seem to be the best sniper for now. There seems to be a good push, though, from Blastfa with Zetor in front of him. Not using the extra bullet modification. That's an interesting one. Do we have in-game sound, by the way? I'm worried about that. We're moving it up. Oh, got shot down. I don't think we have sound. Let me fix that. You realize it pretty easily. I'm sorry for that little hiccup, but we are back in the game, and we find Kimpa in a 1v4. Wait, what happened? Yikes! Alright, first round, going to Various.
Your efforts are commended.
Simon really shut the door there. That worked.
Charge!
Let's keep an eye on Simon for this round. Was able to get just that one kill. Oh, it was only 0.1 damage. Fair enough. Next spot does not connect. Taz will be the sniper for Crackheads, as we have It's Unbreakable doing that for Various. It's funny because we have someone named It's Unbreakable, but he's not playing for Unbreakable.
Fire in the hole!
Has to watch out. Smoke comes out. That might work in his favor, but look at that. A 4-man stack over at one side. That is massive. Psyshock's also rotating. Marikovic is now, he's like lurking around there. You see someone peek. Sunbreaker missed a shot, gets the second one onto Blasta though, but Cyphers and Kimp already moving in. Keeps watching the vent and he gets a kill there nicely. Looks like Crackheads are not really able to get in there. Kimpa is on the side though. He spots side. That's important because Unbreakable calls out. Kimpa spots him. Does he know where Sideshow? Yes, he knows where both of the players are. Kimpa needs to watch out, but Taz is giving him the backup, and Taz gets both of the kills. They still managed to win that 2v3, but it was quite hard fought. It was not easy to get in there, but they do it. They win the second round now, and they even up the scores 1-1. It's a bit of a tough start. So we see K Fuzit now watch the vent. He's going to smoke that out. Okay. What? Why would you do that? Okay, interesting. He's not really. Why did he use that smoke there? It's like, you know, I won't complain. Meanwhile, we have the opening frags being made already. It's a 3v5, 2v5. That's even worse. Psyshox now has to rotate. They know there's only one guy defending the side, and now it all falls apart. We see Psyshox in a 1v5 and gets shot down by Taz, who's already gotten quite a few kills in the last few rounds. It's round 4. Will they get 2k in round 2 and a 2k in round 3? So I think it's time to put the spotlight on Taz. Slowly getting underway. Simon does find the first few kills, actually. Both Blastfa and Zetor have been shut down, and now also Kimpa finds his demise over it too. Simon's only struggling. Trying to gain some map controls. K Fuzit goes through the vent and has now secured his spot on top of the vent. Yeah, Cyphers is going to walk right into that. Cyphers is battling with Marikovic, and now Taz finds himself in that same 1v5. Simon is already watching. Taz spotted. He's still playing with that AWM. That's actually quite interesting.
troops
And
eliminated.
Simon gets the spray down.
Operation
You see that
success.
Crackheads really
Return to
does
main
need their
base.
opening frags,
Your
because
efforts are
so
commended.
far, when they're not getting them, they are really being shut down by Various. So Crackheads has to watch out for that. See, they're meanwhile pushing up. Actually, I might actually still need the old overlays now. Then we can also see the team names. So gonna get that sorted for the final cut. In the meantime, we see Crackheads take control of that stairs. 3 people are inside. That is a good smoke, but it has a little gap, so Marikovic can look through. Still nobody willing to get through. Cyphers zooming up at the fence. Use that smoke as a little bit of a delay. Marikovic just has to make sure he keeps free firing, but as soon as he reloads, I think Crackhead's already fallen back. They are not going to commit. They knew it didn't work out a few rounds before. So now Taz is going to rotate all across the map. Kimpa and Taz will have the mid control. Okay, Fuzit has to watch out here. If you get a good angle, look, Taz is watching the spawn. He's watching the cross. Kimpa meanwhile also picked up the scope, so they have to watch out for King Fuzit. They shut him down. That is an important kill. Now they fight. It's unbreakable. Simon is also there. Seether's been shut down meanwhile in 1, but now they know it's gonna be a 2. Kimpa's still watching it. Simon has to peek it, gets shot down. There's another player. Caught in a crossfire there. Kimpa has to watch out. Finds one. Gets on. Was that tank? I think it didn't do much damage. But Taz has control of 2 side. They're gonna get the bomb down, and they're still a bit confused. They think it's gonna be 1. And now they realize that they've been completely fooled. Well played from Crackheads. Taz is a little bit elevated out there. Blasph's just gonna hold the angle. So as soon as Taz misses, Blasphar will get those kills. Finds the first. He's gonna re-peek and gets both of the kills. Taz is not gonna let anyone fool him. With that 6-2, top fragging for his team currently, he takes them to a 3-2 lead.
Charge!
Let's see what Kimpa's gonna do with that. He just rushed through completely. Slowly waiting here. But the main action seems to be going up. Oh, I wish we didn't catch that. Poor Cyphers. This is the one that we want to watch. Look, Unbreakable's making use of that pixel spot. He's actually going to walk away now, so he thinks it might be a mid. It's a good decision to move because K-Fuzit is not really in a good position there. Unbreakable spots Kimpa. Gets a good shot on him. I think it's only like half, yeah. Was a wallbang. Kimpa now going to move up. Size Shocks is going to hide behind the box. Just moved away in time. But Kimpa is going to move in, and he's going to get this kill. If he get... Oh, Kimpa can see him. Kimpa can see him. That was only 2 bars? Yeah, this is going to call the rotate. This is unfortunate. Because the other guy did not see Kimpa. That could have been a massive, massive kill, but this is a way too anticipated peek. Now it's Unbreakables waiting there. The side 1 has been taken, so even if Kimpa falls there, it doesn't really matter. I think... Kimpa still gets that kill there. Yeah, now Fuzit in a 1v4. He knows it's going to be 1. 2 players are pushing up in spawn, and Tass will get the headshot right away. It's a 4-2 half for Crackheads after starting a little bit lousy, losing that first round, but they have shown in the remaining 5 rounds, winning 4 out of them, that they are still not to be messed with.
Charge!
Let's move our eyes over to Cyphus as he's going to take control of the garden with that M16. Markovic and Sideshocks are coming to him. Cyphus with a good pre-fire. There's a little bit of damage. Kimpa's now getting shut down there. It's nice. Cyphus has to watch out. Should fall back, but he's going to stay around. Tasmimos going over towards the mid. Now flash grenade. Has to watch out here. Cyphus cannot afford much, especially because he needs to reload. A little bit of a fake coming out there from Various. Not sure what they plan to do, and Cyphus gets a kill. Taz still gives him backup. Markovic now makes the smart call to rotate. They've waited a little bit too long. They could have done more with that opening frag onto Kimpa. they didn't really capitalize on that. And now they have to work from it all over again. Simon still gets the kill. That's a very important frag. Because now 2-side is all open. But I don't think that I realize it yet. Unbreakable has a good angle though. But Taz is just waiting for the cross. And at some point he has to cross. And he's going to get caught by that. There's still very little map control. They don't have pillow room control. Okay, Fuse It now has mini control. That's important. That's going to call the rotate for Taz. But they still seem to be wanting to go to 1. So let's move over to Zetor because he is the beacon over at 1 side. He's playing in a tough angle because you can easily be spotted here. He's going to peek there. Does it right on time, but Simon gets the 3. But he's so low. Okay, Fuse It, but he's also on side. He made some sound there. Well, he lost a little bit of health with that. But Simon is now going to get the bomb down. Taz going to come in from base, but most players from Various are low.
Charge set.
This could work for them. So pretty far being made. Taz missing that shot. Blastfire is up in the vent. Gets the kill onto Simon. That is huge, but it does not matter. It's Unbreakable. Gets both of the frags. Blastfire just not quick enough getting in there. It was some good work from him. I think we have a dat round coming up though. Yeah, we have a dat round coming up. It's a 4-3 lead currently. But we have to go back to the lobby. We see 1 disconnect happening. So we're going to take a short break with that. Still a 4-3 lead for Crackheads. Not as much as most people would say. But so far,
Operation success. Return to the base.
So we're going to return back into the lobby. So we're back in the lobby. Everyone is still there. Well, that was a misclick. Just had to reply to that real quick, but that's all good. So our Taz is indeed the host. The host now currently has a an orange collar, so that's interesting. We have everyone right there and ready. We can still use the tournament 6, that is tournament rule 7 wins, so we have 6 rounds and a half. Even if we play 6 rounds have to go all the way, then that's still enough, so they can keep that. That's good. Not sure what they're all shouting at each other. But while they're ready up, we're going to take another look at the maps, what we'll all be playing. So these are the quarterfinals between Crackheads and Various. We just got started on India with a 4-3 lead for Crackheads, which had to be updated. Map 2 is going to be dual side, and if a third and final map is needed, we will go to Aslan. So there you go. Scores have been updated. The 4-3 lead for Crackheads is there. They just need 3 more to secure their win on India. But they've been always very, very strong on India. They seem to struggle a little bit against Various. They've been holding off quite well. But yeah, on dual side, it might be a bit tougher for them. But we're going to find out. We're now going to move into the game. Back in there. A 4-3 lead that Crackheads still has. They need 3 more. As Various needs 4 to close out map 1. This time we find Various on the EU side. As you can see, Simon, Markovic, keep Fuse It, side shots, and it's Unbreakable. Get everyone in. See if we have any change of weapons. Actually, the most guns to be used. Well, we do still see people with a parrot. That's good. But we see a lot of people using that M16A2. Seems to be one of the better guns out there. Unbreakable has to walk back for that nade, so he knows there is one guy watching a vent. That is indeed Blasfa. Zetor and Taz have that crossfire set up over at the stairs, and Taz is going to get the first kill with that. Immediately you see Various rotate as Taz makes that nade. Look at that. That nade just falls in perfectly. Going to smoke it off. Nobody is peeking it anymore. Very well done. Kimpa has to fight hard. The mid gets 2 kills. Almost gets the third on Marikovic. And K-Fuse already has to rotate. We do need to get the bomb. Do have that now. Cyphers has mid control. And they are retreating at this point. They're most likely going to go over to 2. But this could actually work. If they're quick enough. Now Cyphers realizes this. Cyphers knows they're going to come to him. And instead of playing far up, he's going to hide behind that box. And it's just going to let them in. This is a very nice setup from Cyphers. As I say, Marikovic and K-Fuse slowly making their way up. And Taz also has the mid control now. Okay, now make some sound. They're just going to walk in. They are very cautious moving in. Should go a little bit quicker, but that won't help much. So let's go back to Cyphers. He's got that perfect angle on them. They're going to walk in any minute. Cyphers already spots one in the vent. Shuts one down. No, it's Taz actually who shuts him down. And you'll have to get the next one too. Although Zeter has control of Mini, and Marikovic will slowly walk to his demise right into Zeter's aim. And they will get that 5-3 lead now for Crackheads. Not having too much trouble with that, but it seems to be mostly a deal of map control. Crackheads usually has control of the main areas, or you see Various taking too long getting that map control. And that has really been costing them. Because sometimes when you have that map control, you just have to push through. You just have to be a bit more aggressive, make sure like, hey, nobody's going to get through here. We have map control, now we're going to push through, now we're going to take the side. Because at times if they do that, they didn't lose it. They've only lost when they didn't get the map control. No, Zeter makes a mistake as K-Fuse can shut 2 down. This is look, this is exactly what I mean. What are they doing? They're waiting. You just make 2 kills on the stairs. Like, there's only going to be 1 more player in there, or in this case, even nobody. You see Taz and Kim are pushing the mid. But Simon's getting that info. You know you gotta push. And now they finally do. They're lucky with that, because if Simon hadn't gotten those 2 frags, they most likely still would have lost the round. But they're taking an awful lot of time, and they really have to be cautious with that.
Charge set.
Now Cyphers will come around, but that shutdown earlier has been enough most likely, and it was indeed. Psyshox will get that final kill onto Cyphers. They still make that match close, because it's now 5-4, still in Crackhead's favor. But Various is making it very, very close. Let's keep our eye on Simon. Was able to secure that last round together with K-Fuse. And again, a lot of aggression coming out on the stairs. And 3 players are being shut down there. Now Simon is also pushing through the vent. Taz alone also knocked down. And again, Cyphers finds himself in a clutch situation. Did get 1 kill already. Season 8 being popped up. Simon peeks very aggressively. And we see quite some players being lit now. Simon is lit, Marikovic is lit, K-Fuse is low. And the sniper's the only one full HP. He just walked straight in there. But now it's tough. Oh, what? Why did TK? Weirdos. Anyways, that does even up the scores 5-0. And Crackheads really need to watch out. That's the 2nd time they've lost so heavily onto one side. Kinda did it before, just staying back, having Taz get that kill, Zeter giving the backup on the side. That worked perfectly, and I think they're going to do the same now. But losing their stairs that easily, that must not help a lot for their confidence. Now we see Various also taking their time. They're doing that well. Simon, meanwhile, shutting down Kimpa in mid. Now Taz has to do that. He needs to get that kill. And now Zeter is playing close. Marikovic on the other side. Zeter, he still gets the headshot kill. That's so important. Blast for the kill in the mid. Simon's still pushing through, and now he has stairs control. It's a 2v3, but still doable. Let's move over to Psyshox because he has the map control. Cyphers is not going to be rotating over, and this is going to be a pincer move. Taz is now rotating. Psyshox will be waiting. Is Taz going to watch that angle? Is Taz going to expect him there? I think he does. I think Taz knows that Psyshox is over there. Psyshox is going to peek. And Taz is going to get that kill. That is so huge. He could have turned around the entire match there. At least for this round. But with that kill... Oh. Cyphers. Good damage. Simon Only lose a lot of armor, but he still has 85 HP. Blastva now moved out through vent. Simon knows Taz is there. Oh! Simon, be careful. He's still going to work through 2 players in order to win that round. He's going to try and do so with a flash. Flash is pretty good. And the flash is really good because Taz can't get any damage in. Now it's a 1v1. Simon is doing so much work for Various. And this could be the round where Crackheads loses India. This could be that. Simon is still waiting there. Blastva's wise not to peek. But Simon is going to go for the contest. This is probably the best thing that you can do. Go for a contact play. You know Blastva is going to be in 1. And now he can just go over the 2 side. If you find the gap. There we go. He finds the gap. Blastva still expects it's going to be a 1. But Simon is going to get the bomb down on 2 side. Hopefully he does that within time. He does. Bomb is now going down. Blastva will realize it's going to be a 2, and this is going to be a tough one. Simon on his way to make a 1v3. This could be massive. This could be the 3rd round in a row for Various, and the lead for them in this matchup as well, to put them 6-5 up. Blastva now moves in. He's probably going to expect him up. Does he? Oh, he spots it. He's going to defuse. He's going to defuse. Blastva's going for a ninja defuse. Simon's not moving in. Simon! Simon, no! Blastva stops the defuse. No! He would have gotten it. He had it. He stopped defusing at the last second. And Simon makes the 1v3. That is such a massive round for Various. But what a heartbreaking round as well for Crackheads. Because now they have their backs against the wall. They need to win the next 2. Otherwise, they will lose the first map versus Various. Remember, they're still undefeated in this tournament streak, I should say. Taz is waiting again here. Has been getting the frags from this point, so that's a good idea. He's now going to move up. Wise to fall back right away. Taz is really hungry for those kills. But he needs to get back up from Zetor. He's getting that back up. Taz is now going to peek. Nobody there yet gets the kill on KVuser, but look at the damage being done onto Taz. But he does take down the... No, he doesn't take down the bomb carrier, but the bomb is there in Pillar Room. Let's move over to Marikovic. He needs to win that duel against Zetor, or just take the bomb and rotate, and he's going to do the latter. We see Psyshox and Simon moving over to 2 sides. Cyphers is the one defending it there. He wasn't able to hold him off last round, but he needs to do so now. Not perfect. Gets a kill on Psyshox. Doesn't get the kill on Simon, but does a lot of damage. Simon is slow. Mid control is there, and it's still a 3v4, but Simon's... Kimpa's got a good angle. 2 sides going to be very tough to take, so I think we're going to go to a 7... Well, a 13th and final round, that would be to find out who gets 7. Simon is watching the cross there. Taz already playing in a different position, knowing that Simon can peek it. He really wants to go for that yet. Marikovic trying to line up. Needs to drop the smoke on the side if they want to go in. Time is indeed running out. Taz gets the kill onto Simon. The smoke is good. Kimpa is repositioning. They need to move in quick. They need to move in faster. They get Zetor. 20 seconds remain. Marikovic gets shut down by Kimpa. That could be it. It's unbreakable. Still alive. Can't get the final kill on Taz. It's 6-0. We're going to a final round.
Your efforts are commended.
After 12 rounds of playing, we still don't know who's going to get it. It's all going to come down to this round. Who is going to take away that first map? Crackheads has always been very, very clutch in these situations. So let's see if Various can do something about that. But that clutch from Simon was so massive. The match could have ended right there already. Psyshox, meanwhile, gets the kill to Cyphus. Kimpa making the return nade kill. He's now going to hold that angle. We see Kimpa back in his traditional position with that AWM. Again, no PSG on Crackheads. That's interesting. Most every team uses the PSG now. The AWM is about the same strength. It has a bit more damage. But the PSG seems to be slightly quicker, especially if you don't quick switch. And it can wallbang as well. So, an interesting pick to still see people play with that AWM. And Kimpa needs to hold him off. We'll have to flick over if Marikovic is going to peek first. Psyshox is waiting there. Everyone is now moving over to 2. It's going to be a 2 push. And Kimpa needs to hold him off. Needs to get at least 2 kills. And he's already falling back. He knows that they're going to come at some point. He's being very, very careful. Taz is still watching the mid. 5 players are lining up. This could actually turn out bad for Crackheads if Various decides to push. They're now going to move in. They're still taking it slow. And I think Crackheads still anticipates a 1 push. Now with that nade, this must be the call, the rotate call. Kimpa gets flashed out and won't get the kill. This could be it. This could be the round where Various is going to take it away. Taz can't move in.
Charge set.
Nate wasn't good enough though. Zeter is going to come around the back. It's Unbreakable. Needs to get the kill. Gets the kill onto Zeter. This could be it. It's a 4v2. Bossman gets shot down and Taz finds himself alone. Simon knows it already. And Crackheads falls in the first map. It's a 7-6 win for Various. Who'd have thought? That clutch from Simon really was the most important game, the important round of the entire game. That is going to allow Various to win the game 7-6 and put themselves up 1-0 in this best of 3. Who would have thought that the massive Crackheads were going to drop one, especially in this fashion? Simon, look at that, 14-3, completely carrying his team. In 6 rounds, managing to get 14 score. That is insane. But yeah, that is a 7-6 win for Various on India. So we now move on to dual side, where Crackheads have to set things straight. Whew, this is a very tough start for them. So there we go. We'll take our time to recap for that. But yeah, that round that Simon made there was very important. Now they are up 1-0. But for Various as well, this is pretty important. Because if we look at the standings of the points, the current monthly ranking, the CBT points, we find Various at 15 points. If they manage to win this one and move themselves up into the semifinals, they're almost certain, well, they're going to get at least 35 points then, I think. Yeah, at least 35 points for making the semis. So with that, they would be up at 50 points and would indeed be there to qualify for the final cup. If they lose this one, they get 15, and that might not be enough. I mean, Les Gilets Jaunes are not going to pass them. Course 7 seem to be in a running to still pass them. And on the bottom side of the brackets, unless its MAM is going to fall to Villains, there is not going to be too much trouble for them. But yeah, Unbreakable is also still in there. They're also going to get at least 15, so they won't pass Unbreakable then. And yeah, Unbreakable is currently in front of them, so they will be on... God, they would not pass them regardless. But yeah, Method they would pass, unless Method is also still... No, Method has been shut down already. So Villains have indeed shut down its MAM. So it is pretty likely that they're going to get there. Course 7, meanwhile, has been shut down in the quarterfinals. That means they get a total of 25 points. So now I think they're already there. I think they already made it. Then it doesn't matter too much. But we're going to get into regardless. This is map number 2. This is dual side. And this is where Crackheads need to set it straight. Unless Various is going to just continue carrying through and shut down Crackheads 2-0 in the quarterfinals. Let's find out. So here you have both teams ready. Setups have slightly changed. Kimpa is going back to the rifle. We don't see the dual scoping setups a lot. I mean, Crackheads was never too fond of them, even though most other teams did play with 2 snipers. Zeter really has to watch out here now. Doesn't expect anyone to be close. Does get the backup from Taz, but a little bit too late, so it turns out to be a trade. Okay, Fuzit is trying to get that shower control. Nobody is around there. Blastfire is up in the mid, and he finds Psyshocks. Manages to get away. Kimpa has the control as well, but they have a lot of people in mid there. Need from Blastfire is interesting. It's not going to connect. Psyshocks is trying to come back in. Kimpa knows that. Kimpa is just going to push that. Blastfire has to move towards the ladder now real quick. And Cyphers and Taz need to hold down the 2 side. Simon actually finding Blastfire as he moves up. And Kimpa is going to take his time. This is the classic Kimpa move, but will it be in time? Cyphers is holding it close. Gets the kill. Needs to fall back, but Simon is going to push him. Simon is going to push him pretty hard, but Simon's already through to the base. Going to go for the kill on Taz. Shuts down Taz. This is important. But nobody is watching behind. A little bit late. They still get the kill. The bomb is down. Kimpa finds himself in a clutch situation. It's not enough. Simon shuts him down yet again. And with 4 kills for Simon this round. Will it? Or did he get assists? I think not. No, Marikovic definitely got a kill. Psyshock's yeah, I think as well. No? No, he didn't. That means he got 3 assists, but still, that's a massive round for them to win. Simon again doing so much work for them. But it seemed like they had it. That stab from Kimpa was about the right timing as well. Look at that. Zeter has the mid control. He's going to walk back to the armory though. And Blastfire is getting knocked to low HP with that grenade. That was a very good one. I think from Simon. And we can't see the T stat board, so it's a bit hard to see. Kimpa meanwhile playing at the tank. They still have that 1 control, but not sure why they have Cyphers around there. Because now Taz has to hold down the side alone, and Simon finds Zeter here, who was... yeah, it's actually still full HP. Also still does make a kill though, before getting shut down by Simon. Simon is already watching that. Kimpa is the first one to hit him though. Good shot from him. Kimpa's also fighting again. Has to get the 2nd kill. Shuts down Psyshocks. And that could be important. Because now K-Fuzit finds himself in a 1v3. And it was very, very tough for them. Needs to collect the bomb. That is step number 1. Does have that. We're going to move up towards 2. But we have Taz waiting there. Cypher's also given the backup already. Need Cyphers first. Now they know where he is. Taz is also peeking. He knows where Cyphers is at. But he's going to walk straight into Taz's crosshair. But Cyphers is there first. Evening out the scores. Really need to do that. But look at Simon go 7-1. Again getting 2 kills in the last round. And that is so big for them. They need to shut Simon down, because if Simon is going to keep getting the kills that he has been getting, Varys might actually take this 2-0. And that could be very, very dangerous for Crackheads. Again, the big mid push is happening, and this time we see a 1 return, but Cyphers is shutting down 2 players. Kimpa already been found by Simon. Cyphers still battling on. It's a 3rd kill. Might be on for the ace, but Zeter's going to seal that away. 4 frags for Cyphers to hold down to 1 side. And he shows what Simon can do, I can do better. It's now 7-1.
Go, go, go!
And mid control deployed by Zeter and Blastfire. Taz finds it's unbreakable with a good push down below. Oh no! Psyshocks, Barakovic, and Simon all find a frag. Now Taz has to rotate. Cyphers knows it's most likely going to be a 2, but this should be the call for Varys to rotate. This must be the call for them to rotate. See, they do. They do. They make the wise decision to move over. But they're not very quick with it. I mean, Taz and Cyphers, they're going to play together. They're not going to split up anymore. Marikovic and K-Fuzit do this well. But Marikovic, oh, Psyshock's actually found the kill onto Cyphers. So now Taz needs to make this 1v2 happen.
Charge set.
1v3 even, a little bit more tough. Oh no, Taz! That is dirty! K-Fuse is up. Oh no, he's down. Taz needs to reload. He knows where both players are at.
Reload!
I thought he hit K-Fuse it, but he didn't. Taz is trying to look. No chance. K-Fuse it being close there. And he's going to get the kills. A very, very solid round yet again for Various. And they bring it back to 2-all.
Charge!
Various is really showing what they're worth this ESL Cup. And they're making it very, very tough for Crackheads. Well, as a matter of fact, Crackheads are on the losing end for now. At this point, Various is only 5 rounds away from winning the quarterfinal matchup, but Blasfa's there first with the kill. Almost getting shut down by Nate. I'm not sure if that one's going to come far enough. It doesn't do any damage regardless. And Kimpa is watching the bridge. Zeter, well, it's under bridge. Zeter has bridge control. 2 players are up there. K-Fuse is down below. Blasfa's watching up again. They have a very similar setup, Crackheads. Oh, but Zeter gets caught by Psyshocks. So this means that the mid control is opened. K-Fuse is going to walk up right into Blasfa. Blasfa's going to drop that knee. That's an important one. It does quite some damage on Psyshocks, but not enough to get the kill. Now it's a 3v3 again. Kimpa playing under the bridge. Cyphers is up there, giving Kimpa backup. And we have Taz watching the armor and getting the kill onto Psyshocks. Pushed up so far. Now watching the pixel. I think he spotted something. Yes, I did. Yeah, he did. Taz just going to walk back. So let's keep our eyes on Simon. He can get an opening frag here. He's going to make it so much tougher for Crackheads. He's not going to spot Kimpa yet. Kimpa's actually not there anymore as we see Cyphers finally. Simon doing a lot of damage. Gets the kill onto Cypher. Kimpa and Taz don't really want to go in. So Simon has time to reload, but he needs to go for a push. He's going to throw the flash out. Flash doesn't come far enough. Doesn't spot Kimpa in time. Now he's going to get a lot of damage against him. Spot Kimpa. Ooh, the headshot is big. Simon is making a lot of noise. He's going to try and walk around and win that 1v1 duel against Taz, but that's not going to work. A very nice attempt by Simon, but he's not going to make it work this time. A 3v2 lead for Crackheads. And Simon's definitely not happy with that. And a fast mid-control goal for Crackheads. To be fair, if you are Various, you know that every single round Crackheads is getting this mid-control. Just go for a 2-push. Like, nobody's even there at this moment. Why don't you go for it? Like, you know there are 2 people above you. There most likely is 1 or 2 defending one side. So, there's one guy, possibly the sniper, defending it from base. That's the most likely setup, which I have been using so far a lot. Just rush the 2 side. Use some smokes. Sniper can't go there. 5v5. Let him play retake. They have shown to be very well in post-plan situations, so make use of it. Now they spotted Taz. They're going to get quite some damage in. See, now the smokes do come out. Now Taz can't do that much. And now they should get the bomb down. They're getting the bomb down. No player has fallen yet. And we're entering the final 40 seconds of this half as Zeter finds Psyshocks. Zeter getting 3 kills here from behind. It's 4. Zeter's going for the ace. Zeter! Wait, did Simon just get 3 there? What?
Get ready for your offensive mission.
Zeter got 4 kills to shut down the side. Then Simon all of a sudden gets 3 before he's getting shot down by Taz. Alright. Well, it does give Crackheads a 42 lead again. Remember, we also had this in the first map. But then it was Various bouncing back from it. And Marikovic using that nade perfectly fine on Blasfa is going to give them the upper hand in this match already. Cyphers is waiting. They have control, but look at the different setup that Varys is using a 2-side. They have a sniper and a rifle. They're more going for the contact play here. Markovic also finds Taz here. He's got the bomb down with that. Those are 2 massive kills for Varys. It looks like they have the round pretty much in the bag. Unless they're going to lose a lot of players all of a sudden. Noise is being made. It's unbreakable. Should go for the rotate as K-Fuse. It shuts down Kimpa. Zeeter now has to collect the bomb. But he's not going to do that. He's first going to go for a coup. Oh, Markovic playing under the bridge. A clean round even for Varys. Bringing it back 4-3. And this is a similar scenario as what we saw in the first map. Crackheads really needs to watch out. They have been stepped on their toes once. Let's not do that again. Markovic throws that nade. So that is the nade that killed Blasfa last round. It's an important one to learn, guys. Keep an eye on that. Defuse it. It's not going to drop the bomb, actually. And look at the map control Crackheads have again. They have the mid. They have the bedrooms. They have the armory. They have ladder control. They have shower control. They have most of the map secured. I think Blasfa spot the sniper there, so they know what one of it is. And Zeeter finds side shots. This could be important. They now need to use all their utility, mainly smoke. Oh, they find the sniper. They need to watch tunnel as well, but the bomb has already been put down by Kimpa. So 4v3, Crackheads favor. Taz shutting down K-Fuse in mid. And Simon knows he needs to go massive yet again. Kimpa finds Markovic. Already shooting for Simon. Being caught up in several angles, and Simon will not get the frag on Taz either. He's still 13.5 and 6, but look at Taz, 12 and 3. He's being the big man on Crackhead's side, even though Cybers and Zeet are very close in kills. Nobody too far apart there. Well, on the other team, it's clear who is making the difference there. But it's a 5-3 lead for Crackheads, and they're getting closer to a map 3. Unless Simon's got something to say about that. He's again found the kill onto Zeeter. Where is Simon? Oh, Simon's been shut out as Taz found 2 kills out of nowhere. Third? Taz doesn't want to stop now. I think Taz is like, alright, let's take a breather. Let's take a breather. He's found 4 kills so far.
Enemy troops eliminated.
And Cyphers to clean out.
Charge set. Operation success. Return to
A
main
great round.
Match point.
And it's a 6-3 lead now for Crackheads. I don't think they're going to throw this away. Kimpa now playing with the MP5K PDW. To rush through. Defuse it is inside. Now he's actually up on the bridge, and Zeet already shuts him down. They're going to queue up against Simon. Oh, Simon doesn't hear Kimpa. Simon doesn't hear Kimpa, and that's going to cost him. I think this is it for the second map. There's still some chance to come back, but this is difficult. This is very, very difficult for them. Nades are coming out. Kimpa's watching the angle. He sees one of them come through. Kimpa finds one. Shut down by Markovic, but he can't get more than one. It's unbreakable coming through bridge. Zeet already spotted him. Taz found that one, and now it's on to Markovic. The 1v4, not gonna make that. Where Crackheads fell 7-6 after losing the final 2 rounds in India. They're not going to repeat the same on dual side. A 7-3 win as we prepare for map 3. So there we go. The scores have been updated. We see 7-6 still for Varys in map 1 over Crackheads on India. A very surprising win for them with Simon carrying the way. 7-3 now for Crackheads in return, even though Simon was again fragging big. And now we are preparing for the final map, Aslan. Team that takes it is going to move on to the semi-finals. And we're going to get started. No more breaks. No more waiting. We are preparing map 3. This is Aslan. And we are ready.
Go, man!
See the M16s being brought out more and more. That seems to be the gun that's dominating the most. As we find it's unbreakable with the PSG. See if they find the first gun to kick. Simon is there in the corner, has to watch out. Simon needs to fight a lot. He's gonna get shot down. Blasphemo with the jumping headshot with Para. And that is a massive frag to get one control. It took him 27 seconds to walk into there. But what a jump shot from Blasphemo. Holy cow, can Blasphemo get even more? He's still there. Now, Taz and Kimpa cleaning up, but what a round for Blasphemo. The first kill to Simon was big. The jump one tap was even bigger. And that's going to give them a lot.
Charge!
In the meantime, for the chat, if there are any highlights coming up that you think, hey, these are worth noting, make sure to clip them. We'll try to share some around on the socials after the tournaments or even during the tournament. So definitely make sure to do that. Link them in the chat as well. Some can even DM them to me on Discord, so feel free to do that. That will be MythSky #7256, and I'll be posting them on socials. You know, we see Taz trying to get the upper control. Simon is watching that angle, but he doesn't spot him. Now he does. That's half HP damage. Should have pre-fired up there. Could have gotten the kill with that. Now going to use his flash grenade to try and throw Blasphemo off. And it does work pretty well, but Marikovic is not peeking. He did find Kimpa already. Smoke is out. Simon will want to re-peek it. And let Simon make some noise. Can't use it, but Simon is not having that. Needs to get more kills here. Jump back up. It's unbreakable. Finds Cyphus. Simon with a kill onto Zeter. Now we find Taz alone. And that won't help. Marikovic and Simon getting 2-1 for unbreakable. And that's evening up scores. We're back 1-0.
Charge!
Let's keep our eyes on K-Fuzit for a bit as he's keeping close with MP7. Look at that. I never noticed that. Look, Redduck food. I didn't know that Redduck makes food. Oh, they probably give like a good duck breast or something. You think they would make good food? What kind of food would Redduck make? Let me know. Name at yourmailaddy.com? www.yourwebsite.com? Really? Oh god. Meanwhile, control over the two seems pretty much secured as It's Unbreakable has to hold off the riflers. But with Zeter also getting the mid control, they know only from the base they can still take it as Taz finds the defeated. So more banks are coming through. Taz also finding Simon. Now Unbreakable is alone. Not going to make that happen, so that's a 2-1 now.
Success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
Crackheads is still showing for it, but they're having quite a lot of trouble getting through the defense of Various. They're not having it easy. And that's good to see. Teams are showing resistance to Crackheads. That shot was missed. Unbreakable needs to watch out with that because Kimpa's going to peek. He's going to find a kill side shot. Unbreakable has to repeat. He gets caught. Kimpa with the team kill out to Cyphers, and that's going to shut down their own push. Now Zeter and Taz need to go quick to 1, but they're not running yet. Okay, Fuzit is the only one defending it. Let's move over to him. He does well to move into the garden because Taz may not watch this angle. If Taz does not watch it, he can get the bomb down and win the round for them. Zeter now gets the kill. So keep Fuzit is going to be distracted. Oh, it doesn't matter. Zeter finds both of the kills. And that is a great, great round for him. And that's going to still make sure that... Yeah, even putting the final nail in there. 3-1 lead now for Crackheads. A sick round for Zeter, shutting down everyone in one side. The rest was for Kimpa, including the team kill. I'd say he made it interesting for them. That's not necessary. Let's go over to Simon. He's actually switched over to the PSG. He's been playing very, very well as a rifler. But it looks like he can snipe as well. Makes the opening one onto Cyphers. Fracks are being made. Simon is not going to catch the kill against Zetor. That's still watching. 2v3 for Crackheads. Not in their favor. They do still need to collect the bomb. Markovic is playing the close angle. Taz will almost... Oh, no. Taz is making noise with that. So they know where he is. So let's keep our eyes on Zetor because nobody's going to push Taz. Taz is going to collect the bomb and most likely walk through the garden towards side. Zetor hears that grenade, so he knows where one of the players are at. He needs to land the shot onto Psyshock. See, Taz is going to walk into the garden just as expected. Zetor hears small nades, sees them as well. But to be fair, Taz just needs to get the bomb now. If Zetor has upper control, there's nobody to really deny them the plan. And if Zetor can keep control of upper, they can still win the round. Bomb is now going.
Charge set.
Zetor still has the damage grenade. He should throw that in a bit. Everyone is actually coming upper now. A lot of noise being made. Zetor knows there are a few players up. Actually, one going garden. That's a good call from Various. Going to split up their resources. So now Taz has to watch more angles. Both players are pushing Zetor, but it's breakable. Makes the team kill. He does a Kimpa out there. And now Markovic is not going to break through anymore. Crackheads seem to be struggling for that round. But it's Various shutting themselves down there. And that could not work well. Now we have a 4-1 lead for Crackheads. And this round could be all decided. They need to make sure that they win this one. Otherwise, Crackheads might well run away with this victory here. Kimpa's pushing hard into the garden. K-Fuse it here. Has to get the crack. Gets Kimpa down. Keeps on free firing, although nobody's there. And Markovic got the mid control. Look at that. He's going for a step. He expects it to be a 1. That's, you know, makes sense. Some common logic being used there as the first pointman fell over. Well, the only pointman fell over in the garden. But the move is actually over to 2. And I think it's Unbreakable is starting to realize that. Markovic is also going back. One side has now been taken. But look at that. The ninja inside 2 is happening. Look at everyone from Various is now focusing on one side. They're like, oh, Blasphemous in. Ha, we got them shot down. And there goes the bomb. So they still expect it to be a 1. They still do. Now they don't realize it. They don't see the bomb. Now they're gonna go away. It took him some time to realize that. And Cyphers is going to get a kill with that. Finds a second, spots the third player. Needs to jump up actually, and it's still a 1v1. Taz using the smoke to buy some time. Knows he doesn't have to peek. And Taz plays it out on time. Markovic will still get the kill, but it doesn't really matter. What a round win for Crackheads. The tactic was so good, and I completely fooled them. Just that time that they lost there is actually the decider. They lost too much time realizing that was actually 2. They lost about 15 to 20 seconds with that, and at that time, it was already tough to still get back in there. I think it was about 15 seconds. With the pre-fire, gets the kill onto Cyphers before being traded out. Zetor gets that one. Move coming through. Simon already found Kimpa. It's a good move from him. Because he needs to shut down Blast right here. Gus get the kill, but he also headshots his teammate. And his teammate now having no helmet. Oh, they spotted Taz. Ooh, Simon with the kill onto Zetor. Looks like they're not giving up yet. They're most likely going to take round number 7. Because if they're going to lose a 1v4, that would be pretty catastrophic. Simon is now expecting him to come through. He's now gonna watch the base. But Taz already rotated over. Oh, Confused didn't spot him? Did he? I don't think he did. But Markovic did. That's a 5-2. Arakovic really likes to make a lot of TPs. I don't know why. It's weird.
Charge!
Let's keep our eyes on him for a bit as he's walking into the box. What? Did he just nade himself? Now that is extremely awkward. That should not happen in this type of matchups. I feel bad for him. Oh, Zeter finds the kill as well into Markovic. Some kills are pretty big, and with Blast also finding KP, they now need to watch out. It's a 2v5. And Simon are trying to move in. Blast wants to go for the jump headshot again. It's now reloading. Simon will be watching that angle now, so as soon as Blastfa peeks, he will get shot down. Oh no, he gets the bomb carry. Now Simon finds himself in a 1v5. Hopefully he can do some damage before falling. He's getting a little bit paranoid, thinking people are going to come behind, but they will actually, but with two guys. Refers are coming in. Simon not yet moving too much. Now here's the players coming in from behind. So he's going to get pushed from two angles. 6-2 lead now for Crackheads. Just one round away from a slot in the semifinals.
Match point.
It looks like they're quite there yet.
Go, go, go!
Meantime, let's take a look at the brackets. What else we've got in stake? My Pyramids is meanwhile shut down Unbreakable, so they will be the opponents in the semifinals. The other semifinals, we find Maluko Zorizo versus Villains. And that could also be an interesting matchup. But I think they're going to get started. So we will stay here and we'll see, most likely, it's getting more likely now. We'll talk about that in a bit. First going to get straight into the action of this round. Simon has not been able to carry as much this map. But it's also Crackheads really dominating now after they had the slipper. They slipped a little bit on India. Unbreakable does get the kill onto Zeta. He reloads, but Taz already found him by the window, and now Markovic is retreating. He needs to make a 1v4 happen. Simon already calling the GGs. He doesn't have faith in his teammate. And most of them are indeed still full HP. Markovic now in mid. Everyone's actually out there. And Taz, now they spotted him. Is he gonna go and get the bomb now? He's gonna walk to the base. He might catch Cyphus with that, so that's good. The flash is very good though. Markovic has to wait because of it. Cyphus is going to move in. That's one. And he has to reload as well. He's trying to outplay them. It's been working a bit, but now you're being too aggressive. No bullets to take on that fight. That's going to be a 7-2 win for Crackheads. Really struggling on map 1, but on map 2 with Zeta going 17 for 4. They are not faltering whatsoever. Crackheads move on to the semifinals.